Ephesians chapter 2, verse 8. For by grace are you saved through faith, and that not of yourselves, it is the gift of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. I want to give our praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai Ba'ashem Rakah Kodash for giving the Spirit to do this lesson. This lesson is going into the grace of our liberty is real, okay? The grace of our liberty is real, man, okay? And Yahweh made it so by sending down Yahweh Shai, and Yahweh Shai carrying that out, okay? Coming down in the flesh, all right? And carrying that out for us, man, dying for us to give us that liberty, to give us that freedom, okay? Because when it talks about the liberty, all right, we were in bondage under the law, okay? But that liberty makes it where the law doesn't have dominion over us no more, man, okay? It can't dictate what happens to us anymore like it did in the old days, all right, before Yahweh Shai. Okay, that's why Yahweh Shai is the man. That's why Yahweh Shai's sacrifice is so huge, because it releases us. Now, just because it releases you does not mean you can go out there being a crazy Tasmanian devil. Okay, no, man. It means you have a grace period. Okay, you have grace to work at it and to be better. Okay, when you still gonna mess up, but that's what that death is for. Let me read this again. Ephesians chapter 2, verse 8. For by grace are you saved through faith, and that not of yourselves, it is the gift of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, not of works, lest any man should boast. Right, man. Okay. Not of works, lest any man should boast. And that reason is because your mind, okay, your singleness of mind should understand that Yahweh Shai's sacrifice is that big, man, that you can't boast in nothing else. Okay. You got to have faith and believe through him. He is the door. He is the way to everlasting life. All right. That's why I say those who focus on the law so much, man, they don't understand this truth like they think they do. All right. Let's go to Romans chapter 5, starting at verse 8. But Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai commended his love towards us, and that while we were yet sinners, Yahweh Shai died for us. Right, man. Sinners, man. Okay. Sinners. All right. And Yahweh Shai still died for us. So all the mess ups you do, all the wrong things you do, if you believe in Yahweh Shai and you're sincere and you're doing the work, okay, you fall down, get back up, man. Because we have the liberty. We have the freedom to do that. We have that grace to do that, to get back up. You see what I'm saying? Okay, his sacrifice allows us to get back up because we know it's not about the law. Okay, let's go to verse 9. Much more then, being now justified by his blood, by his blood. That's how we're justified, not by the law, but by his blood, which gives us the liberty. Okay, we shall be saved from wrath through him. Here's the only way. You cannot be saved through the wrath that's coming upon the earth through the law, though we cannot ignore the law because it's good. But you can't zone in on it to the point where you think that's going to save you because you're doing this, you're doing that. That's not how it works. That's not how Yahweh set it up. Okay. All right. Verse 10. For if when we were enemies, we were reconciled to Yahweh by the death of his son, much more being reconciled, we shall be saved by his life. Right, man. It's about Yahweh Shai. So when you meditating about your salvation, getting in the chair, you have to understand this. Okay. Don't let Satan creep around you and try to mock you and taunt you and put torment in your brain about a law you didn't do right about. Torture you. Okay. Get in your mind about a law that you broke. Okay. You can't let them mess up your conscience like that. All right. You know if you done wrong, but you got to move forward the right way in general. All right. Let's go to 2 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 17. Now the Lord is that spirit, and where the spirit of the Lord is, there is liberty. Right, man. Where the spirit of the Lord is, there is liberty. And if there is liberty, there is grace. Okay. And that's only because Yahweh Shai came down here, man, and was sacrificed. It's all about his sacrifice. Let's go to verse 18. But we all, with the open face, beholding as in a glass the glory of the Lord, are changed into the same image from glory to glory, even as by the Spirit of the Lord. Right, man. We change into the same image, meaning we want to be like him. He's the example, man. But we're not going to fully be like him until we're changed. Okay, and then we're glorified with him together. Until then, we just have grace to just work at it, man, and overcome and have faith and believe and fall down and get back up. That's what it is, man. That's what it is, man. And that's the liberty we got. In other words, you ain't got to be perfect to get in the chariot, but you best believe and trust in your Yahweh Shem Yahushua through the process. Okay? Let's go to Romans chapter 6, start at verse 6. Knowing this, that our old man is crucified with him, that the body of sin might be destroyed, that henceforth we should not serve sin. For he that is dead is freed from sin. Now, if we be dead with Yahushua, when he got crucified 2,000 years ago, we believe that we shall also live with him, knowing that Yahushua, being raised from the dead, died no more. Death have no more dominion over him. For in that he died unto sin once. But in that he liveth unto Yahweh. Likewise, reckon ye also yourselves to be dead indeed unto sin. Right, just like him, but alive unto Yahweh Shem Yahushua, unto Yahweh through Yahushua our Lord. Let not sin therefore reign in your mortal body, that you should obey it in the lust thereof. Right. In other words, you still gonna make mistakes. You still gonna listen to your lust sometimes, and fall short multiple times actually. But when you look at your life before you came into this truth, man, we gave up a lot of things, man, and we still fighting to cut off things and, things that bother our mind, that plagues our mind. Okay. But Yahweh Shem Yahushua understands that, man. Okay. So he expects us, okay, to really work at it and not be wild like a Tasmanian devil out in the world like the average people. We different than the people of the world, man. We care when we do wrong. They don't. Big difference, man. We have given up our lives and a lot of other things. They haven't. Somebody got to get in them chariots. You know what I'm saying? Look at it that way, man. Verse 13. Neither yield you your members as instruments of unrighteousness unto sin, but yield yourself unto Yahweh as those that are alive from the dead, and your members as instruments of righteousness unto Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Right, man. Sincere, faithful works towards Yahweh Shem Yahushua and his will. That's what that's talking about. Okay. Glorifying him on the earth. All right. Verse 14. For sin shall not have dominion over you, for you are not under the law, but under grace. Right. And Yahweh dying put us under grace. It gave us that liberty. Okay. To not be totally surrounded by the law and be judged by it. Okay. Think about it, man. You can't do nothing but be judged by the law. We had to get up out of that, man, because it wasn't going to work in this horrible, messed up flesh. Okay. So Yahweh freed us from that. That's special. Let's go to Isaiah 61, verse 1. The Spirit of the Lord is upon me, because the Lord have anointed me to preach good tidings unto the meek. He have set me to bind up the brokenhearted, to proclaim liberty to the captives, and the opening of the prison to them that are bound. Right, man. To proclaim liberty to the captives. All right. When you open up this word and you start to understand it, okay, and you were taught, you understood that liberty, man, and it made you feel good. Now, as you get experience, you understand it a lot more. Okay. With some years under your belt, you understand it a lot more, and you're like, wow. Because I tell you this, when I first came to the truth, man, I didn't really understand the liberty. Okay, so whenever I used to mess up and I knew it was a mess up according to the law, I used to go crazy. I used to go crazy, man, but you can't do that in this truth because you're going to mess up. So if you're going to go crazy every time you mess up, man, you're going to lose hope. You're going to lose faith and you're going to be back in the world. Okay, so got to understand the meaning of what the liberty means and the grace means, man, to not be caught by that. Let's go to Galatians chapter 5, starting at verse 1. Stand fast, therefore, in the liberty wherewith Yahushua have made us free, and be not entangled again with the yoke of bondage. Right, man. He made us free from that bondage of the law. Okay, he's the only one that could do that. Otherwise, we just be still in the bondage of the law, not keeping the law, and getting put to death left and right, and getting judged by it. Boy. Verse 2. Behold, I, Paul, say unto you, that if you be circumcised, Yahushua shall profit you nothing. Right. You think you got it. I'm circumcised. I got it. Oh, okay. You got the law down packed, huh? Well, Yahushua ain't going to profit you nothing. You don't need the liberty since you think the law is going to give it to you. That's what they're talking about. Verse 3. For I testify again to every man that is circumcised that he is a debtor to do the whole law, which we can't do. All right? Yahushua has become of no effect unto you. Whosoever of you are justified by the law, you are fallen from grace. Wow. And that's what we keep teaching in the spirit, okay? And correcting other guys and other camps. They keep pushing law, like somehow you're going to be justified by it. They don't understand the truth, man. Just because you know you're an Israelite don't mean you understand the truth, man. I'm proving it. Just do this lesson. Okay? Verse 5. For we through the Spirit wait for the hope of righteousness by faith. Right, man. For we through the Spirit wait for the hope of righteousness by faith. Right, man. We having faith to get to the church, to get changed, to be perfect, man. Until then, we going to continue to mess up, fall, get back up, fall, get back up. Those who ain't going to make it is ones who fell and stayed down, man. Because you lost the faith. And it's impossible to please Yahweh Shah without that faith. Come on now. Let's go to James chapter 1, verse 25. But whoso looketh into the perfect law of liberty, and continueth therein, he being not a forgetful hearer, but a doer of the work, this man shall be blessed in his deed. Right, man. You got to understand the law of liberty. Okay? What you got to do through that liberty to make it. Because you still got to do something. Okay? But the things have changed in what you got to do to be able to be eligible to make it in a chariot. Versus, oh, you under the law. If you under the law, it's over. You have no hope and no chance. And that's why Yahushua came down here, man. Because he was the only way and is the only way. Let's go to Galatians chapter 5, verse 13. For brethren, you have been called unto liberty. Only use not liberty for the occasion to the flesh, but by love serve one another. Right, man. We're not supposed to use this liberty just to do anything. And then as we're doing everything, we're just saying, well, we're under liberty. That's what the people in the world do. I'm under grace. I'm already saved. I've been saved for 20 years. Well, if that's the case, then you ain't got to do nothing. And that's what they do. They don't do nothing, man. They walk around and just talk. Lip service. Okay, but they ain't got no faith through works. Okay, they ain't got no faith, man. That's going to produce those works of faith. Let's go to Romans chapter 8, starting at verse 18. For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us. For the earnest expectation of the creature waiteth for the manifestation of the sons of Yahweh. For the creature was made subject to vanity, not willingly, but by reason of him who hath subjected the same in hope. Because the creature itself also shall be delivered from the bondage of corruption. Right, man. This flesh, man, is bondage, man. All right? And to the glorious liberty of the children of Yahweh. Right, man. The glorious liberty. Okay. And Yahweh Shah coming down did that, man. But we got to do our part within that law of liberty. We still got things we got to do with that liberty. And that's not be a task made in devil. Do good, man. Do the will of the Lord. All right? Do the work. Feed the sheep. Have charity amongst the brethren, man. All right? Edify. Let's go to verse 22. For we know that the whole creation groaneth and travaileth in pain together until now. And not only they, but ourselves also, which have the first fruits of the Spirit, even we ourselves groan within ourselves, waiting for the adoption, to wit, the redemption of our body. Right, man, we need to be changed. And that's going to happen. Until then, hey, man, have faith. You hold your faith, man, and keep pushing. No matter what. No matter what, man. Let's go to 1 Peter chapter 2, verse 15. For so is the will of Yahweh, that with well-doing you may put to silence the ignorance of foolish men, as free and not using your liberty for a cloak of maliciousness, but as the servants of Yahweh Shema Shai. Right, man. Serving Yahweh Shema Shai gives you that grace and gives you that freedom and gives you that liberty. Okay? Honor all men, love the brotherhood, fear Yahweh, honor the king. Okay? Let's end it on this. Hebrews chapter 4, verse 16. Let us therefore come boldly unto the throne of grace. Right, man. Meaning with confidence, belief, not all timid and iffy. All right? That we may obtain mercy and find grace to help in time of need. Right, man. Okay? And we need help, man. All right? So if you continue to do the will of Yahweh Shema Shai, continue to give the charity and push. And when you fall, just get back up, man. Okay? We have the grace. We have the liberty. We have the freedom to get back up through that sacrifice of Yahweh Shai. Okay? So like I said in the title of this lesson, okay, the grace of our liberty is real and it's special. Understand it. With that, I want to give our praises to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakak, Wadash, for giving me the spirit to do this lesson. Double honors to the elders of Great Millstone, and shalom to you, Akamite, that is doing the truth and sincerity. Shalom.